'cause you never say no.
I wish we could talk about video games, but I really know nothing. Like
You know Skyrim.
I don't though.
What? You have a whole channel based on Skyrim.
I know, but it's all. I haven't even uploaded to that channel in like 2 months now, and it was all. I was just taking stuff off the internet. I mean, I wasn't, and I was playing around with it.
Gotcha.
So, you didn't know that?
Skyrim fanatic. I just knew that it existed.
Skyrim fanatic too.
Yeah. You'd always put that one song that came out.
Pretty My Affection, yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, welcome everybody to the BunghettiCast. we have a very special guest today. Our first musical artist guest. Let me introduce everybody to Mr. Stephen Paul Taylor.
Hello there.
Real quick, I just want to put out there that Stephen Paul Taylor's new single, Kickin the Habit, just released. Actually, by the time this comes out, it'll be out for 2 weeks. But for us, it's been like 5 days.
Yeah, for us, it's super fresh.
Super duper fresh. And from my understanding, it does have some personal connection to you. A little bit with that.
A little bit, yeah.
I guess before we get too deep into it, a little bit of background about SPT. Grew up in Canada, right?
Yep.
Currently living in Germany.
Yep.
So right now it is very late for him. I made him stay up late for this.
Well,
but
to be fair, I'm usually up till 1, so I think I can.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same, but you know, it's hard to ask other people to do the same things I do to my body, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, I can handle it. I got a good constitution.
Yeah. Of course. New single's out. Love it.
Thanks, man.
It's a little bit of a departure from, I guess, your typical tonal, maybe not so much in content, but in the sound. It's a little bit of a departure toward your typical, I guess, sound, tone to it.
How would you describe it? Just out of curiosity. I'm just curious.
I almost want to say apathetic.
Apathetic.
Right.
Genre. Is that a musical genre?
Oh, genre?
Apathetic pop?
Okay. No. Yeah, apathetic pop. 80s apathetic synth pop.
Oh
I mean,
God.
music genres are crazy now.
Oh yeah, big time.
There's a whole thing about the Spotify Wrapped where people are like, POV indie. What happened to regular indie? Yeah, because I guess my most listened to genre of 2023 was POV indie, and I have no idea what it means.
Well, me neither. I mean, is that somehow related? Because there's this whole thing on TikTok where everybody's like, POV, me wearing my underpants at home or whatever,
right.
You know? So I wonder if it's related to that.
That's what I thought. Maybe it's just like POV indie, be like,
yeah, exactly.
Kickin the Habit.
Oh God. Speaking
of indie, you were on my Spotify top 5.
No way.
I believe. Yeah, wow. 100%.
Well, dude. Wow, thanks for spinning me so much.
Dude. Oh, of course.
Thanks for the streams.
Dude, no way. Yeah, Spotify's Discover Weekly. It's been a godsend for me. A little bit of musical background with myself. I didn't listen to music until like 3 years ago.
Whatever?
No, I did, but like my musical spectrum was so small. Like, I'm so upset at myself because like growing up, like the music that came out, like the rap and hip hop and pop music and stuff like that became popular, like J Beebs, you know, all that stuff. When I was in high school, I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that stuff. And instead I just listened to what my parents listened to, which was
80s.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it was like 80s rock, a lot of Metallica.
What?
And and like all that shit.
Okay.
And I was like, ugh. the music today's not real music. But that's such a stupid way to look at things. Like now one of my favorite genres is like punk, pop punk, alt punk, stuff like that.
Okay. From which era, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter, but the obviously early 2000s hit a soft spot for me.
Okay.
You know, My Chemical Romance, the classic.
Oh yeah.
But like I also like a lot of Green Day and
they're
stuff
okay.
like that.
They're okay.
Right now, it's more pop punk, but like Water Parks.
I don't know Water Parks.
Is a top favorite for me. They're a little bit smaller. They're not huge. I think they're Texas based.
Okay.
And
I like the name.
Yeah, I know, right? He in one of his songs, the main singer Austin, he says like, I'm tired of hearing about people ask what my how'd I come up with the band's name, because it's this whole thing.
Sexual connotations or something, or
maybe because the title of the song it's really long, but it's I miss having sex, but at least I don't want to die. Now it sounds heavy by the title, but the actual like music is a little bit more. It's just about getting over like a bad relationship, you know.
Okay.
And it's a cheery sounding song, but the lyrics I guess are not so much. So it's kind of the opposite. Well, not so much. Yeah. It's kind of like what you do with a lot of your music. I mean, of course, the first song that I heard, and probably the first song that many people heard, was what's the abbreviation? EKSF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A classic, of course.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've always been interested in the juxtaposition of having dark lyrics and happy sounding music, or potentially vice versa. I haven't really explored the vice versa so much, but Kickin the Habit is, I think that's more like dark lyrics, dark sound.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, like I was saying, a departure, but not too far, because you can definitely still tell it's a Stephen Paul Taylor song.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Of course.
You mean because of the soaring pop chorus?
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
The what is it? The dissonant reverb that gets put on your voice when you're singing about the white horse.
In the chorus.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also like how ear tickling the part that goes right before that is, when it's the rip it.
Oh, that part.
Gotta buy a property. Yeah, that part, it tickles my ears like headphones.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a sensation. And then it just gets me pumped to just like fall into space while the rest of the chorus goes by. I'm not the most well versed with musical terms as we've established, but
you're doing good. So yeah, you call it the pre-chorus.
Pre-chorus.
The pre-chorus, yeah.
Makes sense, because it doesn't necessarily have to play before the chorus comes in, but usually it does.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, it does. That's why it's called the pre-chorus.
Sometimes change some things up.
It's just like you're walking along, and all of a sudden there's like a little hill, and you walk on that hill, and then you suddenly reach the mountain, and the mountain's the chorus. You know, it's just like a hill before you hit the mountain. Or I don't know if that's a good analogy, or it's like a 3-step ladder or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good analogy.
Build up. What's that? Bell curve.
Yeah, bell curve. Sort of like halfway up the bell curve or whatever.
Good. Yeah. Conclusion. No. Climax. Rising action and climax for
there we go.
All those
it's rising action.
Literary.
Act 2.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then again,
so yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, then again, a song would be generally you would have the chorus more than once, and so it'd be like
maybe the climax is like the final chorus, where oftentimes there's a little extra spin. going on it. So there's a couple there's a couple hills before the big. Anyways,
you're getting there.
So yeah, my musical prowess up until a couple years ago it's been pretty small, and then Spotify's Discover Weekly has just broadened my horizons like crazy, and I'm extremely thankful for it. So anybody that has Spotify, check out your Spotify Weekly. They give you, it's like an hour and a half of music every week.
Really?
Like new music.
Okay. It's all based on what you listen to kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah, your listening history and playlists and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's great. I've pretty much everybody on my top 5 this year was from Discover Weekly. So I had Only Friend on there. I'm trying to think. You were on there. Waterparks was on there. For some reason, Blink-182 was on there.
Oh wow!
I didn't think I listened to that much Blink, but
apparently you do.
Yeah, I mean, I like Blink, but I didn't think I liked them that much.
Oh,
they were like number 4 or something. Don't worry, you were above them.
Yes. I beat Blink-182. That's
yeah.
Let's put that on my gravestone, whatever.
Yeah. Beat Blink-182 on at least one person's Spotify
at
rap.
Least one person.
In 2023.
That's a pretty elaborate thing to put on your gravestone. It's like, dude, really? You want that's what you want to take into eternity? Okay.
Yeah, that'll take up your entire real estate on the headstone. They don't even put your name on it. Just
some guy.
The guy. Yeah.
It's like a little tiny SPT right in the corner.
Yeah, we'll put a logo in there.
Yeah, just a logo.
I'll design it for
put
you.
Put a logo on your gravestone. Oh my god,
not
I love
even
that.
Your name.
I love that.
That's a good idea. We should start. We should market that.
Yeah, I think so. We'll make personalized logos for you, so when you die, you can have your own logo on your gravestone. Think about it.
Yeah, everybody will know that it's you because your logo on there. You don't need your name.
All the other schmucks beside you, they just have their boring old name, but you've got a logo. All sorts of strangers stopping by and going, "Wow, that's really well-designed logo on that person's gravestone."
Oh, thank you. My father employed Eddie Bunghetti to design it.
It's the only business cards.
I was thinking, yeah. No, my business cards are just like mini gravestones with my logo on it. And it just says on the back, "I'll do this for you."
Yeah. I'll do this for you today. Well, you get a discount if you're over 60 or something.
Yeah, because you'll be needing it.
Yeah.
Or maybe we should do it the other way. That way we can get more money out of people that need it.
True.
That's the American dream.
Yeah. For people who are younger, be like, you can never be too prepared.
Right. And then they'll forget about it and have to get another one or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always been curious, and I'm sure it's different for everybody, but what usually comes first, the title or the song? Is there any correlation? Like, do you think of a title and then work off of that, or do you come up with like a chorus or a line in it and then write the song about that?
Normally,
and then the title.
Well, normally I come up with a lot of times I come up with the music first and then the lyrics and the title. But I actually like when I come up with the title first, because if I come up with the title first, the song writes itself.
Right, gives you something to focus on, and then you just go from that idea.
Exactly. Like, I actually have a list of song titles. You want to hear them?
Let's go through some of the most extravagant.
Okay. This is it's not too long. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, okay, Midnight Merch. I have no idea. Okay. Meat Free Monday. I'm not a vegan or anything. I don't know why.
Meat.
Yeah, meat. Keep your dirty fucking money to yourself, bro.
Understandable.
Virtue signaling. I guess I want to do a song about virtue signaling. Tonmeister, which is Tonmeister is like a German word. I can't remember what it means. musician with a budget. Musician.
Yeah, but Tone Meister makes sense because it's double meaning with the between languages. Yeah. Because you can say like Tone Meister as in like you're a meister that creates tones. It's like a music maker, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, go on.
Musician with a budget. He's a musician with a budget. Floaty, fluttering feeling. I just heard that in some oh God, what was it? It was just some YouTube tutorial or something, and the guy said floaty, flutter. Oh yeah, floaty, fluttery feeling, because he was describing how to make stutter house, which I'm really getting into. It's like a new kind of genre of house that I think Skrillex is. Oh. I don't know if Skrillex, if he started it or if he's just like, because he's really getting into this whole stutter thing, right? So I've learned
popularizing it.
Yeah, he's popularizing it. So I have a brand new song that I actually started making during one of my live streams that I've been working on. I was working on it today. When this musician came over today, and I said, "Can you sing some long? Just listen to it, because it's like a house song basically, right?" But I said, "Listen to it, and then sing some long phrases." And she was like, "Okay." And she did, and so I did the whole stutter thing, and it sounds super cool. I love the sound of it. It's like it's a bit like stuttering.
Yeah.
And the other one was what?
Alliteration too. You got
alliteration. Yeah, exactly. And two more. Hard to be human. I thought that's a good one. And support the other bands. I just think that's so corny. It's so corny. And like, there's a guy.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
You can totally lean into like the campiness of that. Like,
totally.
If you don't take it too seriously, 100%.
If you come into this venue, you should support the other bands. No idea.
Yeah. A little jingle.
What?
A little jingle.
There's this guy on the scene, and nice guy. He does a lot of community sort of things, but he's really against Spotify, and he's kind of also like against self-promotion in a way too. Like, I don't know. He's very like, man, music's got to be live and shared in the real space, and he's all about. So that's kind of that's kind of his thing, right? Like, support the other bands, but
yeah, well, because you can really feel it if you're in person.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. I mean, I think I've gotten the feedback many times that I'm better in person than on record, which is a compliment. I don't take it as an insult or anything.
Oh yeah. No, I get that. I've definitely, I mean, this is a little bit different, but with like other bands like Ghost, if you've heard of them, or even Blink, I like how they sound live a little bit more, because like the harmonies, a lot of the times when they record, the singer, the lead singer, harmonizes with himself, but when you play live, you can't really do that. So I like the little bit of depth that comes through when two or more voices, like different voices, actually get into it.
Yeah, I like,
it breathes
I like
a little bit more life.
Totally. And it just adds like a different color, to the sound.
Yes. Yeah. And it's not even that it's necessarily better, but like, it's fresh, it's different, it's not so, I guess, produced too. Definitely
alive
helps with that. Yes. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's true.
Live.
You don't want somebody sounding just like the record.
Right. Well, because then it's also like you can just get that at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, like live performances, it's a performance.
Yeah, I think I saw, I don't know if you know Jesus and Mary Chain from the 80s. They're great.
I do not.
Check them out. They're great.
I will write that down.
And I love their music, but on stage, it was just, I don't know. It was kind of boring. Like, I saw them a couple of years ago. My friend and I went, and I don't know. They're just like, they're both wearing black and doing the rock thing and moving around and playing the guitars and whatever else. But there was just nothing. I don't know. I guess I kind of, I don't
missed like a connection or something somewhere.
I mean, yeah, like I was maybe I wasn't close up enough or something as well, but I didn't. They were just like two guys moving around on stage. It didn't do anything for me. But I love their music, and so like, like
phoned it in, but
they what? They
like kind of phoned it in.
A little
They're
bit.
there to play.
Yeah, kind of.
That's about it.
It was still good. It was good.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I mean, some people live might not be their shtick.
Yeah.
Especially with today's technology and people being able to make music for themselves without like a producer or a mixer. I mean, of course that can help, or a masterer. Of course that can help, but nowadays you can take your voice and you can pinpoint pitch like every millisecond. So some people are more comfortable with being able to do that themselves, I'm sure.
You mean fixing a pitch?
Yes. Yeah, like making sure that everything's perfect and they want their sound to be like as clean as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's an up and down to each. I can understand that. But I know, like, it's so funny. My girlfriend, Kat, she is such a music fanatic, right? Like, before I met her, I've been to one concert live.
Wow, dude.
After meeting her, I've seen Ghost twice, and like Paramore. We're going to see Water Parks soon. Like,
nice.
Completely broadened. Excuse me. We saw The Cure, which was crazy.
Nice. How was that?
It rained, and we were sitting on the lawn. But
oh fuck!
But he still sounds great, which is crazy because he's getting real old.
Yeah. I've seen some Robert Smith.
Yes.
I've seen some videos of him crying on stage doing some of his like really emotional songs. It's pretty.
Oh, of course.
It's pretty amazing. Like,
yeah,
he already has that like really emotional voice, you know. So that's pretty interesting to see.
No, I didn't even. I've never listened to The Cure before that concert. Well, I did leading up to it, but like before then, like not so much. Like Boys Don't Cry, that's one of my favorite songs now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good one, huh? Yeah,
because like, you know, growing up, you're taught a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's a very vulnerable song.
It is a very vulnerable song. They're great. They're a great band. Like
all of those performances were great. Ghost, he kind of makes, I guess the best way to describe it is like goth 80s metal.
Okay.
A lot of his older stuff sounds like Bon Jovi.
Oh my God.
but like heavier.
Okay.
Like Bon Jovi in the best way. Lots of satanic lyrics and undertones and stuff like that. He wears like a mask on stage and goes through like 3 or 4 different costume changes. And like he'll go on stage with like one of those giant like swinging incense burners like on chains that they have like for religious mass and stuff, and like does his thing with all of his little they're called ghouls, the people that tour the band with him, that play like the instruments, and they all are dressed up, and it's like this huge show. And I don't know if I'll ever see a performance more fun than that, if that makes sense. Aside from seeing Stephen Paul Taylor live. But
oh yeah,
I'll get up on the stage and be like, hey guys, I'm just some dude you don't know. Let's go.
I did this guy's logo for his gravestone. I was like, what?
Yeah. Just you watch. Just you watch. It'll be a while, but it'll be out there.
I got business cards, by the way. Just let you know.
Yeah, they're at the door. You can just pick one up as you go.
Yeah, no, I think live performance is super important. I mean, I don't know. I think I like this idea that people go to a show and you want to walk away like somehow affected, not just I heard some good songs, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like some amazing transformation, but but maybe there's, maybe some kind of transformation, or maybe some kind of like some enlightening feeling, or maybe your mood was lightened, or you felt more connected to everybody else, or something like that. And that's
right.
Like
not even just artist to, I guess, viewer, but like the audience together as like a whole.
Yeah, totally.
Like a community. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like one undulating beast or whatever. So like for me, being on stage, it's I guess if I'm gonna have like, if I would say I have a philosophy behind what I do, I would say part of it is I like this idea that that because I'm so kinetic on stage and I'm so like outlandish, and I lean really far back when I play the keyboard and do all this like kind of crazy shit and these big kicks and everything. And I think I want people to feel like they can just be crazy and unhinged and slightly off the wall, and maybe
right. Don't be embarrassed to get up and get moving.
Exactly. Because I think there is a lot of social pressure. Like there always is, we're social creatures, and we're always kind of worried about what the person next to you thinks and blah, blah, blah. But, and 100%, right? But I've gone through periods of my life where I've been super introverted and just like really almost like terrified to speak to girls or to speak to anybody. And so it's important to me that I think, that part of what I do on stage is just sharing that uninhibitedness with people, and it works. Like that's what resonates, Oh like,
yeah, no, I've seen clips that you've posted of you on stage, and it's totally different from what you'd expect. Like a guy on a keyboard, right? But it's totally like you're all over the place. Kicking chords and unplugging your whole setup twice in a night.
You saw that?
Of course, I saw it.
Oh, that's all intentional. It's all completely choreographed.
It's part of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's part of the show.
So, and yeah, it takes a lot too for you to give yourself up to the audience. So it's nice that everybody can come together like that. Because same thing with me, like growing up high school, like I never had a girlfriend. It was probably half that I wasn't super interested, but also half because just like intimidating talking to people, like very small social circle and all that. And here we both are talking on the internet for people.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, it's not easy.
I mean,
those are skills you kind of have to learn sometimes.
Yeah, I in high school, I remember, or was it? No, it was middle school, 8th grade. Every student had like these things that they had to write about like a certain person, and I thought it would be funny to do mine about George Washington Carver, the peanut butter guy.
Okay.
Just because, like, I don't know, I thought it would be funny, and I guess the ones that were like the most well written went on to like this second stage where they, like, I guess you had to write it in character too. That's another thing. But you would then perform in front of like the whole middle school and like this panel of judges for that like situation, and like I totally killed it the first time. And that was like to qualify to get on the high school stage and do that in front of the entire middle school and high school, because they were like in the same building for me growing up. And like parents were there and like all this. It was like an actual event, and I did it. I totally bombed it. Totally flopped. Like messed up all of my words. I every time I messed up, I went blah, 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 blah. Like as a nervous tendency, I guess, to like break the tension of me messing up.
Did it make
totally bombed it.
Fuck.
I think so. Somebody I knew came up to me like later that day, and they were like, "Hey Eddie," blah, 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 and then it made me feel so embarrassed because I was like, "No, I don't want to be known for that."
They just call you that from now on.
Hey, yeah, blah, blah, blah. They just call me blah, 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 blah. That's also on the headstones.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to spell, but
It's different every time. But yeah, and it's weird though, because after that situation, anytime I've had to do like public speaking, like I get super nervous beforehand, but then I am able to lock in. And I think it's because after that experience, I've learned to kind of, like the crowd's not, I don't picture the crowd as like a crowd of people, right? Like once I'm up there and I start going, they're not even in my mind anymore. It's just me doing my thing.
Nice.
And that's for public speaking. And that has to do with like streaming and stuff too. Like when I first started, like you have to learn to talk to yourself, right? Because nobody else is there, at least at first.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of the time for me now still, there's not really too many people there, but it's okay.
Do you been on TikTok?
I do both TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, you live stream on YouTube? Okay. But I mean, you have 10,000 followers on TikTok, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's almost 12 actually.
Whoa. But they don't tune into your live streams?
No. TikTok's so silly.
Yeah, I really can't wrap my head around it. I don't know what to do about it, honestly.
Yeah, like you have all these followers and I'll post a video and it'll get 200 views. Like,
oh, really?
Same as you. Like, yeah, it's the same trap. It's the, because I guess, I mean, I can kind of understand it, but not really. There's like a For You page and a following page. Mm-hmm. Nobody goes to the following page. Everybody just gets like the new stuff on the For You page. And TikTok doesn't necessarily force you to watch the stuff from the people you follow, which is kind of silly. But I guess if you follow like hundreds of people and they all post every day, I mean, I guess it could be a lot.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think on YouTube, there's something a bit similar, because even if you subscribe, like I subscribe to a lot of different channels, and there's so many I don't see ever. They never come up in my feed, because they're just feeding me what I watch generally, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like on my computer, I have YouTube favorited on the subscriptions page. Like, so it goes straight to that. But even like if you're watching on like your TV or whatever, you still have to scroll to the left and then scroll down to your subscriptions, and then you can see it there.
Yeah, which I never do.
Yeah. Right, because like you get on and you see like the first 5 videos and you're like, oh, this one looks good, and then
yeah, it's pretty amazing how that works. I love how that works. Actually, I love it. It's just like
it's a love hate.
It's a love hate thing, because I know it's like, oh shit, that's like my watch list right now is like 2,000 videos or more. It's insane. I'm like, why do I keep adding videos to my watch list?
Right. Yeah, because you scroll through, you're like, yeah, I'll do this one and this one and this one, but I'll watch this one now, and then you never go back to the other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
And YouTube always puts you in like random niches for a week or two, like where it's just this one single thing, and that's all you see, and then it just switches. Like you click on one.
I have noticed that I've been getting some videos by creators like where the videos only have like 50 views or something. I'm not sure if they're starting to do a bit what TikTok does, where they intersperse, videos that aren't really popular or anything, just to
like a little trial run or whatever before promoting them. Maybe I notice. So I have like an old YouTube account that I used for most of my watching, and then this one I use for watching, but it's more so business. Okay. And I've noticed that more so on my my posting account, where the posting account does, like, I personally do go and look at videos with like lower amounts of views. So I don't know if it's just picking up on that for me personally, or if maybe I am noticing. Maybe my other one's just so like cultured that the algorithm just like, this is what he wants. Right?
Possibly, yeah.
I'm not too sure about that.
I watch a lot of like music tutorials. I'm obsessed with them right now. So I at least like also videos that talk about free plugins for like Ableton or whatever. And so, but I've started to really open my mind to what I'll watch, because you can see videos that only have like 500 or 600 views that are actually some guy talking about a pretty cool plugin, and just because his video hasn't cracked 1,000 views doesn't mean it's bad. It just hasn't, been picked up by the algorithm or whatever. But it's like, oh, cool. That guy who I don't know, who's got a tiny channel, just introduced me to a really interesting looking plugin.
Right, and totally changed what your plans are for the next 3 days because you're going to be messing around with that plugin. Yeah,
actually more 100%. Like I'll buy that plugin, use it once or twice, then get another one.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's always the best when you see a video with like, again, less than 1,000 views about this super specific thing that like you click on and it's just like the prophecy.
Yeah.
Has awoken. Like I've found the holy grail, the hidden gem.
Yeah.
Of this.
Exactly.
And then the next day you're back to
normal.
Back to usual.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I definitely have a love affair with plugins. It's grown pretty substantially over the last, 6 months or so, I guess.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff like that for like video plugins too. I'll just be scrolling TikTok and this guy will be like, "Do you use this? Here are these plugins for all this cool stuff." And I'll save the video, but then I'll never go and download them.
You mean to make video, like plugins for making videos?
For like
CapCut
for like video editing.
Like CapCut or whatever.
Like, yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
There's like different, I guess, transitions or like text effects or video stuff like that you can plug in and saves you some time.
Yeah, I can imagine. I like that thing that you can do that effect where you have text behind you. It's pretty easy to do because all you do is you have two videos of the same thing or whatever. Like you say, it's like you sitting against a wall or whatever, right? And then you just cut out the background and put text there. Boom.
Right. Yeah, and it's small stuff like that people see and they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
oh, that's pretty cool." Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about TikTok. I'm like, you never know what they're gonna like. That's the thing,
No, it's stupid. It's so dumb. I'll put like 8 hours of work into like drawing these characters to make them all look all goofy and like memes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll fall into the 200 view hell. And then I have a video where I recorded, there were like these Minecraft branded like Eggo waffles, but somebody just, I guess, tore into the box at the store and they just looked like regular waffles. And I was like, "Hey, these don't look like Minecraft. What the heck?" And then it got like tens of thousands of views for no reason. And it's like,
God.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad I spent 8 hours drawing the other night.
Oh my God.
Sometimes it's good, but a lot of the times it's like, why that one?
Yeah, no, I get that. So, and that's what it seems like. It's always, I could be wrong, but it seems like it's the videos with the least effort sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Not all the time, but
a lot of the time. But
I did wonder.
There's no way to guess it.
People like unusual stuff too. Like I had there was a pigeon that came in the house, and I was filming it. Its window flapping against or its wing flapping against the window, and I made a bit of a song out of it. Like I just put it in Ableton, and I don't know if you saw that. And it didn't like blow up, but it had something like 600 likes or something, and that's like way more than I usually get.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's weird. This one guy blew up on TikTok because he fed a seagull out of his window. So
he fed a seagull out of his window. That's it. What?
Yeah, and then he just made videos about that for months. Like every day, it's like gaining the seagull's trust a little bit more. So like it's interesting when he kept doing it, but like the first one that blew up, it's just like, okay, bro. But whatever.
Oh my God.
The seagull kept coming back for the salmon or whatever.
The virality.
Yeah.
The seagull's I got a bit of clout. I love it.
Yeah, the seagull's what he's like, "Wait, you got a TikTok? Hold on, I have this crazy idea." So at first I'm not going to like you, but I'll still eat it. And then slowly I'll get closer to you.
then it'll be like a story, It's a really strong story of man versus nature, right. But we come together.
Yeah. I've been thinking about this all my life. All my 1 year of life.
I've been flying around thinking about this incessantly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. But also on that note, I've touched on this a little bit, but it's kind of frustrating that TikTok is and we don't have to keep talking about this forever, but TikTok's like the king of forcing people to beat a dead horse like into the ground, right? Like one thing blows up and then they do it again and then they try to do something else. TikTok won't promote that. And then they do the same thing again, and then TikTok promotes that. So then you get all these channels of people just doing the same thing every day, over and over again. And somehow they all get views for like a couple months until I never see them again, right? Okay. Or like until nobody sees them again. And I kind of feel like that's what happened to me.
Oh yeah? What were you doing?
A little bit. Like, maybe I should get back into this. I was making videos about the color of characters' penises.
What? How do you get away with that? Aren't they like pretty censorshipy?
Yes. So I got the idea from now a friend of the channel. His account is Swan Dizzle. Mm-hmm. He makes a lot of like Legend of Zelda content.
Okay.
And when the new Zelda came out, he was making like tips and trick videos about it, right? So he would say, Zelda tip number 1, if you do this, then all this stuff happens. And I was like, okay, people are perverts. They can take tip to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
True.
I would say Zelda tip number whatever, and then I would just say the character's name and just put the color with like the hex color code on there. And then it just said, if you know, you know. And for whatever reason, people were like, oh, I know what that means. And they just ate it up.
Wild.
I made like 10 of those, and each of them like hundreds of thousands of views. It's Holy shit. Stupid.
Is that what blew up your channel?
Well, the first thing that blew up, I kind of got away from it though, because like every time I made a video, somebody would be like, what about this person's tip? Like everybody just wanted to know the color of their favorite Zelda character's penis. But what first blew up was I saw a video of this mother, or well, it might not have been a mother. I think the channel was the mom, or the account was the mom, but I'm not sure for sure. They had their baby like in the room on the couch, like watching the TV, and they had an anime on, like Demon Slayer. If you've heard of that, probably not.
No.
But and the caption was, "We don't watch Coco Melon in this household."
Okay.
Like it was a popular anime at the time.
Okay.
So I had the bright idea to do the same thing, where it says caption, "We don't watch Coco Melon in this household." The camera shows the anime, the show on the TV, and then it pans over to the couch, and it's just my friend in a diaper. like he's the baby.
That's so good. Nice.
That was the first breakout role, and everybody in the comments just argued because they thought that the show wasn't as good as other people, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we had him in a diaper with like a bottle that he was drinking out of. So like subverting your expectations, because you think we don't watch Coco Melon, you expect like a regular baby, but it's this full-grown man. And it's only for like a second. You see him for a second, and then the video ends. So that might be why it caught on too, because TikTok loves.
Yeah, probably because it's just like, whoa, wait, what? I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, and then they watch it again. Yeah, exactly right.
Did I just see what I think I saw?
Yes, that was the first breakout role, and then the tip videos came out. And what's funny is that I started with tip number 5, because because people like bigger numbers more. So instead of starting at 1, I just called the first one 5. So then it's like, oh, this is an established video series about
smart
characters' tips.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the tips, though. Mm-hmm. No shaft, right?
Yeah.
It's so silly.
That's hilarious. But you can get away with it.
Yeah, if you do it like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be known as like the
tip guy.
The tip guy. So I've been trying to break out of that role.
Okay.
And
you had the whole thing with you're competing against there's like another Zelda tip guy out there or something. See, when you said tips, I totally thought it was actually, call me naive, but I totally thought it was just like sharing tips.
A tip for the game. No, This is, the other person was actual tips for playing the game.
Oh, okay.
Mine were not.
Okay, gotcha.
Mine were playing on perverts, I guess.
Yeah, nice job.
Which, I mean, it's a pretty good market.
Pretty ubiquitous.
From my experience.
It's like everybody.
Yeah. Right. And then if they know, then they get it and comment, whatever.
Yeah,
technical talk, I guess. But yeah, that's that. But for the most part, I focus on just whatever I want to do that's nerdy, I guess. Video games and anime. That's in my description. And we touched on it a little bit.
Yeah, well,
go on.
People like that shit. And actually, it's funny because like if I look at my demographics on YouTube, the majority of people who've subscribed to my YouTube channel love that stuff. Anime and video games. Yeah. But it's
fun.
I mean, it is, but I've never really gotten into either. The reason I don't do video games is because I have a very addictive personality. So I don't want to.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think it would take over my life. So I have so much problems with moderation that, exactly. I have so many problems with moderation that I really have to be careful where I put my attention.
It is tough because I'll be working on stuff. I'll be being productive, like making something. And then my friend will text me and he'll be like, hey, you want to play? And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah. But I mean, in my case, a lot of the time it's like I worked an 8-hour shift, came home, I'm working more on other stuff. I've done it for like an hour. I can give myself the break, right?
Yeah. What's your job, if you don't mind me asking?
Graphic design.
Well,
so like those logos. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Oh,
Those logos on the headstones. I can do it. Just so you know.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Did you go to art school?
I did, yes. I have a bachelor's in fine arts.
Me too.
I don't get paid well enough for it. But
where did you go?
Clarion University in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it. I went to Emily Carr.
It's a little bit smaller.
Oh, I see. It's just small, little cute little school.
Yeah, they actually don't even have an art program anymore.
What? What the hell?
Like, well, first of all, they fucked the arts anyways. Like, my ceramics teacher, he's lovely. He's like, so if you guys were wondering what the art budget is, there is no art budget. So we had to buy all of our supplies ourselves and like all this other stuff. Which I mean, compared to buying books, I guess you could call it pretty even. But yeah, the schools I guess had a merger with, there were like 3 or 4 different schools that all merged under like this one blanket school now, I guess. And Clarion's like, well, if you want an art degree, you have to go to this other one instead. So yeah, Bachelor in Fine Arts with a what is it? Graphic design. What is it? Focus in graphic design. I forget what it is exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of art classes I had to take. So you also have a BFA. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, Bachelor of Media Arts, I guess, but yeah, Bachelor of Fine Arts, pretty much.
Gotcha. Media Arts. So, did you do that like right out of school, or was that like a little bit more of a recent thing?
No, I took some time off after school because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just dicked around.
Gotcha.
And made music and drew a lot, made videos. And then after I applied for one school in Montreal and they rejected me. And I was like, yo, fuck you guys.
Oh.
So I left Montreal, went back to Vancouver. I kept making art, kept making videos. And then I applied again. Well, I applied to Emily Carr and got accepted, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm sure, Montreal wouldn't have been cool anyways. I'm sure you had a lot more fun.
Well, to be fair, Montreal's like the coolest city in Canada by far.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. But the school was great. And I made some connections that, lifelong connections with people, which is pretty cool. So yeah, like I made some stuff I'm proud of. And I also went on exchange and I went to Holland, and that's where everything changed. Like I'd really wanted to go to Europe for ages, and when we had, because in third year you could do exchange, so I went on exchange to Holland, and I liked it so much I just stayed there for the rest of my schooling.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I wish mine had some cool.
You didn't have
travel to do art.
You didn't have exchange?
Yeah. Not that I know of.
I guess not every school does.
Yeah, it sucks. Could have saw the Vatican. No.
Damn it.
Or whatever. Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Sistine Chapel. Well, you could still do it.
That's true. 100%.
But
yeah, going to school was good. It was a good way to focus and force me to build the skills needed.
Yeah, totally.
That, and plus the community, of course, bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so the school, it's kind of funny because the school I went to in Emily Carr, they're very structured and, classes, homework, all that jazz. But when I went to the school in Holland, which is called Aki, it was like a structureless school. So basically it's kind of like, I was in media, so it's like, yeah, just do whatever you want. And once a week we'll have a work show, just present your work, talk about it. And that's it. And I was like, okay. So every week I just go in the whatchamacallit, the room where they rented stuff. There's this super old Dutch, he's gone now, he's passed away, but his name was George. And he's like, hey, Steven, what do you want now? What do you want today? Well, I got to get
what is it now?
Super nice camera and tripod and a couple lights and some sound equipment and whatever else, and fill out the sheets, take it away.
That's
and
fun.
Just make videos. And the thing is, too, about that school is they also had a recording studio. So that's where I was spending a lot of time. I was just
professional.
Oh, yeah. I was addicted. I would be there all night sometimes. I'd just be recording until I crashed. Literally, my head fell on the mixing board and I just slept.
Oh, yeah. You love it. And it's so funny because there's always that person, that guy that... that's known for sleeping in the room. We always had this one kid that we would find sleeping on one of the couches next to one of the art studios, because they would just be up all night, just working on shit or doing whatever, drawing, doodling, and then in between classes and after classes they just slept. And actually during classes too. This is a little bit more of an extreme case than yours, but
yeah, I think it might be narcoleptic actually.
Yeah, that might not be a bad assessment. Yeah, quite the night owl, I suppose.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I try not to do that.
So
now,
yeah. Oh no, of course. Yeah, the circadian rhythm or whatever.
Yeah.
If that's too far off, apparently it can have health effects. So
apparently, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Health effects.
Yeah. So when you started getting into music, was the video part of it always in your mind then when you started, or?
I mean, just because I've been doing videos since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, making music videos was definitely a big part of it for sure, but it wasn't the reason. It was just oh, I can make a music video for this. That'd be nice.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But,
I also have been making videos pretty much all my life.
oh, really? Because now...
Yeah, I have some old stuff from when I was like 11, 12 on YouTube.
Nice. Really?
It's pretty bad, but I mean, sometimes I go back and watch it.
Do you share it with friends?
I do. Yeah, every once in a while. And with new friends too. We'll pull up the embarrassing old videos, you know.
Like, okay, guys, I just want to disclaimer. I was 11. Okay.
Yeah,
I was 11.
These are bad, but in a good way.
There's so
like,
bad.
yeah,
so
there's
bad
like,
good.
Yeah, on the channel too. There's like school projects, because like anytime there was like a school project and like you could do a video project, I was on it instantly.
What is your channel?
Like,
What's
that's
it.
That's the idea. The old one.
Yeah, or whichever one. Because you have a couple.
Yeah. So, well, I have two. The one with my childhood videos on, that's the one that I watch stuff on recently.
Okay.
But I don't post on anymore. I haven't posted on there in 10 years, maybe.
Oh, really? So what's your other one?
The other one's just Eddie Bunghetti.
Oh, okay.
On YouTube.
I didn't actually know you did it. Oh, of course. Well, I mean, because you jumped in on a live stream.
Yes, that was me. That's the main account now. I can link the old one for you. I don't know if I'm ready to disclose that yet.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to find if you look. But
okay.
I'll share the link for it to you.
Yeah, sweet.
Later, if you're interested, you can check that out.
Wow, some time away. So, what did you ever think of working on your YouTube channel, like building that up, or are you more like?
That's my goal.
Okay,
honestly.
So TikTok is more like a stepping stone.
Yes, my goal was to like build an audience on TikTok and then funnel it over.
Okay.
It's not going the best because anytime I post like YouTube related stuff on TikTok, it doesn't seem to get any traction. Even if I don't say like YouTube or whatever, I'll post like podcast highlights or like funny moments from the stream or whatever, and it seems to not quite do as well. Or I'll be like, hey, go to my YouTube. Nobody sees it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, because I do have 500 on subscribers on YouTube. So we got a little bit over there. But yeah, my main focus that I want to do is YouTube and like make YouTube videos and share stuff over there. And just because like the whole ecosystem is a little bit more friendly than like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that.
Oh, you think? Yeah, I would say so. I love YouTube. I love the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's just hard to grow an audience on YouTube, I guess, unless you have a breakout piece that comes out on YouTube.
Yeah, or I think
like
if you're just really consistent and you have some kind of like really refined niche, I think you can do well.
Right, somebody looks up this one random thing.
Yeah.
Like they're obsessed with it. Yeah.
But you got to be really
That's a good
clear
point.
with what you got to niche down, as they say.
Of course. And you got to have your own personality.
Down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been watching so many videos on how to do well on TikTok and stuff. They're like, yeah, you just got to be yourself and like got to have I'm like, I think I have a good personality. I don't know why the fuck like it's just not working for me. I don't know. I find it a very frustrating platform.
No, I totally understand. When I started posting on TikTok, the reason why I did it is because I saw a video where somebody's like, post 3 to 5 videos a week on TikTok, and
a week?
Eventually, right, a week, and
day.
Eventually, I know it's something new every day. Like one day it's TikTok looks at your captions more to advertise your video, and then the next day it's hashtags, or then a third day it's what you say in the first few seconds. Like it's stupid, but I did that. Yeah, I did that posting 3 to 5 weekly for like 8 months until the diaper video popped off.
Wow. So the other ones before that were just not really growing?
For the most part. There were a couple here and there that got like a couple thousand views, but yeah, for the most part, it was the diaper that that really popped it off.
That is hilarious.
And it's a shame too, because like I have these funny videos where I was making a joke about nosy neighbors, and it's just like this. Maybe this is why it didn't pop off, but it's like this horrifying, scary face in the window that I like taped to the corner of the window. Like it's dark out and the face is dark, and I'm like, gotta hate nosy neighbors. So I mean, I guess I can understand why that one didn't pop off, but
that's pretty funny though.
I did a whole thing too though. I mean, it's a little bit obvious, the transition where I looked away or moved the camera away and then moved it back to the window, and then the face was gone, and then I flipped the phone around because I did this one just on my phone, and then the face was taped like in the doorway behind me, like inside while I was talking, but nobody got to see it.
Their loss.
But I thought it was funny, scary, whatever.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that a lot, I think. Like even with music where you think, man, this song slaps, this is gonna kill it, you know, and then shit, 300 people listen to it. What's wrong?
Yeah,
people are hating me.
So far though, Kicking the Habit's been doing all right.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the growth. There's this thing. So right now there's this guy, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called Nick D, and he's blowing up on Spotify. So he gets like 1 million streams a day, which is nuts.
Insane.
Yeah, like 30 million a month. And he's made so much money that he's got a farm now, and he's got a little family. Like apparently he's got a kid and a wife and everything. And he doesn't need to tour, doesn't need to travel, and he's just doing super well. And he does really relatable things on TikTok as well to help promote his music, and it just works because, I don't know, he's just good at it.
Right. And that's a good point. Like, you don't have to necessarily always relate it to what you're going to promote, but
yeah, I mean, like I saw one. I should really just actually look at his channel and see what he's doing, just try to copy it or something. But he does. I saw one,
honestly.
Right? I saw one. He's playing out. He's playing a song. And there's a mic stand in his backyard or whatever. And then a donkey comes up and nudges him. He's got donkeys, right? And he's like,
right.
Hey, and he just like laughs a bit.
It's cute.
It's cute. And he just laughs a bit and he sings. And he's got a really nice voice. And it's like, okay. And it's just simple. It's like stupidly simple. And people just love it.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Just doing my thing. Happy.
On a farm.
People I love. Yeah, right. That is the goal though. Just to be able to do what I want without having to worry about algorithms and stuff.
Yeah.
And still be able to make it comfortably.
Yeah. That's the
of
dream.
course, like, yeah, make what the people want too, but
well, that's the thing about music too. Like I don't know. I hope I can kind of unlock this, because everybody's just like, man, as a musician, you need to really work TikTok. And because I haven't really found my place
right
there.
Music platform.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't really found my place there, and so yeah, I don't really know what to do. I'm sort of at a loss, because it would probably help the whole machine keep going, you know. But
of course, yeah, we'll think of some stupid stuff to do. Just have your song playing while, I don't know, you eat cereal or some shit. Like,
yeah,
you just stare at the camera intently, eating a bowl of cereal, a classic. And for some reason it'll blow up.
Or it could be just ridiculous things people get addicted to. And I have these little skits, you know, and I don't know, like I just go into a shop and I buy like 15 shirts and go, dude, you're buying way too many shirts. You are addicted. I think it's time to kick the habit. Kicking the habit, or something. I don't know, something like that.
Oh yeah. Kicking the habit.
Because skits, I was doing skits with my girlfriend. We did a bunch of skits that were really fun, actually, and some of them did quite well. Like we had a little TikTok channel. We just kind of abandoned it, but
I might have seen that.
Yeah, they're really fun. I don't know why we stopped, actually.
I remember when I was looking you up on TikTok, I was like, which one do I follow? I'll follow both.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't continue. I think it just I don't know. It felt like much.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up. Yeah, the steam when you want to focus on other things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to be like, oh, I have to delegate time to doing this other thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 'Cause there's also a part of me, like, I don't know if you know this, but I was making deep dive videos on my channel. So I did a bunch of videos where they're called tune tales. And I would dive deep into different songs and the origins of different songs, or like just weird musicians I'd never heard of and their whole backstory and shit.
Fun.
It was really fun to make them. And a few of them did okay. But I found that it was just taking so much time that I kind of thought,
yeah,
well,
it's such a a give and take, you know.
Yeah.
It sucks because there's stuff that I want to do that take more time, but I'm also scared that doing that won't meet the status quo, you know, of viewership. But I shouldn't worry too much about it, because who knows, it might do the opposite because more time was put into it.
Yeah, I mean, people also say that if you do something you love, and if you're persistent at it, then it will eventually find its audience or something, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna do it, but I just gotta crack down on it. Less podcasts. No, I'm kidding.
Just talk super fast.
Yeah, of course.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Okay. Exactly.
Dude, that podcast was like 10 minutes. I really had a lot to say. Sorry, dude. I don't have much time. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I've got shit to do.
I'm a busy guy.
I have other things.
Like, do you know who I am?
Guest. Yeah. I'm the Zelda tips guy.
Oh, you give good tips? No. You don't get it. Just please.
Yeah. It's not for you. If you don't get it by that, it's not for you.
And why do you have the H missing out of Bunghetti in your YouTube banner?
Oh no! Did I really do that?
Are you joking? You didn't notice?
That's so silly. If I spelled it wrong on my own banner,
you spelled it
wrong. I just did it the other day.
Oh,
that's like
okay.
So it's okay.
Okay. Well,
I can't believe it.
YouTube will forgive you.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be destroyed inside.
No, I'll just fix it. Oh my gosh, you're right. That looks so silly. I'll fix it later. Whatever.
Sorry to ruin your evening, dude.
No, it's okay. I need
298 videos, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of them are shorts. Well, maybe like half of them are shorts. Okay. And half of those shorts are repurposed TikToks. So.
Oh, okay.
Actually, almost all of those shorts are repurposed TikToks.
Oh, okay. Well, your shorts do pretty good. Isn't it always the way it is? Shorts do really well.
They're trying to compete, you know, with TikTok. Mm-hmm. So they're probably pushing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
The monetization requirements are kind of crazy, though. I think.
Oh my god, like 10 million views or something. What the fuck? Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
Like shorts views, it's fucking stupid.
That's so ridiculous.
But you can also get, what is it, like 4,000? No, it's either 4 or 10,000 like public watch 4, hours. 000. You can, yeah. But then the YouTube, if you want to get monetized through YouTube Shorts only, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it would take an extremely long time.
It is silly.
Yeah, there's something I was gonna say about that. Yeah, but it's a good platform, I think, YouTube.
Yeah, it's definitely what I want to do. I mean, of course, like certain policies and stuff, whatever is not the best, but it's not the worst. Streaming on YouTube has been fun. I've been like dual streaming on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time.
Oh yeah?
That's been crazy because I have to watch 2 chats while also like playing a game.
Does it work?
But it does for now, because I only have like 1 or 2 people chatting anyways.
Okay.
Like actually talking. And then there will be periods of time where I just have nobody in there. But
oh, really?
Yeah. Depending on the game though, my computer can have a hard time sometimes. So like the streams get choppy and I just don't know until it's over. And I'm like, well, that's good.
That's why
great.
You guys left.
I see. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been having some issues with that, but it's gotten much better.
Dude, streaming is so annoying.
I know.
It's always something.
God.
You'll close a program one day and then the next day open it up and then something's just not, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, there's no explanation at all. It's just not working. You're like, what? Why?
Very cool. And like TikTok Live Studio is silly too, because every time it updates, it moves something that I have
oh God.
Like I'll have like this layout, because TikTok like vertical videos, so I have to have like a certain kind of layout to make it work better. And then it'll update, and I'll launch it, and it'll just move something. And I'm like, why are you doing this?
Like,
there's no, like I have it like locked in position, and it'll just put it somewhere else on the screen. So I'll have to put it back. But it's like there's no reason for it to do that.
Like, what is it moving though? Like, what element?
Anything. Like if it's like my webcam, it'll just be moved to the like left or right randomly, or like if I have text up on the screen, it'll just put that up somewhere random for no reason.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I mean, I was lucky enough to come in on your live stream when you had the infinite loop going.
Did I have a loop?
You did. I think it was last week. You fixed it though.
Okay.
Right at the beginning, there was an audio loop, and I think it's because your chat wasn't working, so you had the stream up on the side, and it was the feedback from the stream that was playing was going through the audio, and it kept looping.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, so silly.
It's just these little things, right? But I figured out, I've ironed out all the issues, so the streams seem to be going pretty good now.
Yeah.
But it's just like not really getting the numbers I want.
Good to hear.
But, what can you do?
I think Tay Zonde.
Yeah.
He had a similar thing happen to him, but he never caught it. Yeah, and it just kept getting like louder and louder and louder until it was incomprehensible. And you can just see him in the video doing his thing, like everything's fine, but you can't hear anything.
Oh fuck!
Because
oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
So you watch Tay Zonde's live streams?
No.
I think you're the only person I've ever met who does.
This was it happened. It was older.
Okay, like back in the day.
It was a few years back, not like in his prime, I guess, of Chocolate Rain, but it's just a clip that I've seen going around. But
I'm just checking out his channel right now as we speak. But
yeah, look up Tay Zonde audio loop or whatever. You'll find it, I'm sure.
I don't know. I can kind of see why he didn't blow up. Really, I mean, I haven't even really heard all these other songs, but even just the titles, it just I think he's got a side to him that's like just kind of cheesy, to be honest. But he really, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? I mean,
right. Well, it might be because he like became, I guess he had Chocolate Rain come out, which was huge, and then all of a sudden he was in the public eye before he really had like maybe a personality, I guess. So he might have had to, well, maybe not have to, but he might have formed a little bit more into like that scheme of things with how that works.
Yeah, maybe. And it also doesn't look like he's really put out a lot of stuff. I mean,
I don't think he really does too much anymore. I think he as far as I know, it probably comes in waves for him, you know? But I think he's not so much in the public eye anymore.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe music was just a hobby for him, you know? And he just lucked out.
Maybe.
Who knows?
He got the check from Chocolate Rain and rode it forever.
But he did it.
Some stay dry.
But it's so iconic, but it's so funny how that, it's just like he's this, boyish faced guy, And it's weird, like yellowy, the
yellow
the video's so
room,
yellowish looking, it's like this weird.
The deepest voice.
The deepest voice ever. It's like, what? Coming out of that guy? What the hell is that for real?
Right. It's such a weird oddity. I'm glad it got its fame though. It's yeah.
But
it's perfect.
It's kind of virality thing.
Yeah, your live streams have been doing good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I think it's just fun, It's fun to just hang out.
Yeah, it is.
And it's so informal, and also like a lot of the times when we live stream, I'm sure it's stuff we'd be doing by ourselves anyways, but now we're just kind of hanging out and sharing it and getting that feedback from anybody that's there. Because like a lot of the times when I play video games, I'll be like, I'll just stream this game instead. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah. Well, for me, I don't usually sit around playing my own songs.
That's true.
That I've already played.
I guess more so
50 times.
Yeah, I guess more so when you're by yourself. You're just cooking up new stuff, but you don't want to share that quite yet.
Well, actually, sorry, go ahead.
Algorithm.
Oh, the song.
Right. The song Algorithm. If you want to talk about that.
Sure.
A little bit. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's a brand new song that I haven't released yet.
It's kind of topical for the for the podcast.
Yeah, it's true. We've talked a lot about it. So what was it? Somebody said recently in some videos, they said just replace the word algorithm with audience because it's basically what it means. Like, okay, I guess that's one way of.
I don't know though, because algorithms, like, it's out of your control, right? It's just what this robot decides to show people.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit more specific, I guess, than audience. But when you played that on the live, I really liked it. I thought that it was kind of reminiscent of like, what's the band's name? Freeze Pop or Freezy Pop, if you know.
I don't know
who those are. I know them because of Guitar Hero.
Okay.
But
never heard of it.
They also make like synthy, like 80s synth pop inspired. It's a little bit more technical, but like technology sounding. But Freeze Pop, I think I can also send you something about them, but I feel like it was a little bit more reminiscent of like their kind of sound, and I thought it was super fun.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, my friend was visiting Berlin, and he just said, "Hey, Steven, want to write a song?" I'm like, "Okay." And he actually came up with the chords and the chorus, and then I wrote the verses. And no, he wrote some verses. He wrote one of the verses. I wrote the other two, or something like that.
There it is. Yeah.
And then I
mean, it's crazy how stuff like that can just be like, hey, let's do this thing, and then you do it.
Yeah.
It's cool that we have the ability to do that and make it come to life.
Yeah, I love it.
And we were talking a little bit before, like I'm sure you have hundreds of unreleased beats and tracks and lyrics and all that stuff that you've just been playing around with, but haven't had a full, I guess, release for it.
Oh yeah.
Or anything like that.
Oh yeah. Got quite a lot. So for this new album, I decided I was going to tackle writing / working on 50 songs and then pick 22.
Yes, I saw that came up on my For You page when you were talking about how Michael Jackson had an album that was similar.
Oh yeah, exactly.
In that regard, where he cut it down from a group of songs. So it's going to be a double album. Is that what it is?
My idea is to do a double album. So like
gotcha.
two albums with 11 songs each, and it's going to be called 2222.
Amazing.
So like 22 songs, 2 albums.
Yeah. It's too bad that you didn't think of that, or you didn't come out with that 2 years ago. Because you could have released it on February, like 2/2/2222. February 22nd.
Oh, shit. What have I done?
Damn. Now it's going to be 2/2/22.
Maybe I could lie and say
2/2/2 something.
If I could lie and say it was released on it.
You can be like, this was an album that was in the vault for 3 years, and now I'm finally revealing it to you. But it's all songs you've just written.
Yeah, but the official release is February 22nd, 2022. What, really? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay, I'll let it go.
I'd be in for it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
It's totally realistic, everybody. If only there was a time machine. Damn it.
Oh, I know what you can do. You can say that this was an unreleased Skyrim Fanatic album. Bringing back the Skyrim Fanatic.
He's back.
So, can I ask, why did you choose Skyrim?
Because okay, I saw this video on TikTok and this guy was like, hey, this is a good way to grow your music. Just basically create something in another niche that you think your fans would like. So I thought, well, my fans would like video games, and then make a bunch of videos for that channel using your song, and then people will eventually start to use that song as well. And
for their own.
Yeah. And so I started doing that, and eventually I just kind of, I don't know what happened. I think I just lost the gusto or something, but I could get back into it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll make another game, Fanatic.
Yeah.
Try it again with something else.
Yeah, I was trying something else. And then people are like, no, you should try that. What's that other chain? Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Like, no, try that one. It's really popular.
It is. It's a really good game. It's a lot more role-playing-y, though. It plays a lot like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
Like in real life.
Okay.
But people make a lot of like simping videos for certain characters. The vampire Astarion. There's so much people simp for him. So if you have like a sexy song, maybe get some Astarion cutscenes or something. And put that on there, and I think people might eat that up. But
that's a good idea.
Yeah, simping back to of course.
Yeah, so I thought it was a really cool promotional idea. Love it. I thought it was like really novel, like just make videos. Different genre, but yeah, I don't know.
No, because I've seen it work 100%.
You have,
like people doing that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or like it's maybe not so much from the perspective of like their own songs, but I've seen there's this one guy on like Elden Ring, Dark Souls TikTok or whatever. His songs have been super blowing up, and I made a video about it too, and it also did decently well, where like the joke was like it was playing this guy's song, and it was funny enough, it was POV. You've just seen like the most hardcore edit, like Elden Ring edit, and it makes you like want to relive the magic and go back and play the game. That was my video, but yeah, they just make all these like crazy edits to games and stuff, and I know it does do pretty well. Anime too. I tried to make one, but it didn't work.
Oh shit.
We can start wrapping things up a little bit. Is there anything else that you thought of while we were talking that you wanted to hit any notes on, or?
I think my brain's starting to melt a little bit.
Yeah, you had a long day.
I had a long day. I've had to think a lot and talk a lot today and share my thoughts and formulate hopefully interesting concepts, thoughts and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm starting to wind down.
Yeah, at least here we helped melt your brain a little bit with jokes about gravestones and penis tips.
Exactly. So. And good old Tazon Day. That was a nice nostalgic.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
It's not a podcast without Tazon Day. Come on.
No.
Dude, the guy hasn't released a song in like he released something 8 months ago, And his song before that was 3 years. That's insane. Maybe we should bring back Tay Zonday.
Yeah.
Bring back the Tay.
Tay Zonday tribute. Let's make a cover of Chocolate Rain.
Oh, sorry, babes. Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll get that going.
Do like a trap.
Chocolate Rain.
Do a trap drill version or something.
Yeah. And we'll put Skyrim in the background.
Oh my God.
Or Baldur's Gate.
Next level.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm down.
Is there anything that you want to promote coming up? Or, we know that the albums.
The album's coming up. I'll have a new single hopefully in a couple weeks.
Amazing.
And I'm not sure. I'm thinking this might be controversial, but I have a new song called Epstein Island.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I want to go to the island.
Yep. Welcome to the island.
I don't want to go to the island.
No, don't go to the island. Don't do it.
No, that's 100%.
Oh yeah, is the island still there? I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you.
I imagine the island's there, but I
right. They didn't just like, you know what? Let's just take it out. We don't need it anymore. Yeah. Everybody go stream Kicking the Habit on Spotify, and there is a music video on YouTube.
Oh yeah. It's almost at 1,000 views. Boom.
Hell yeah. If you made it to the end, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Stephen Paul Taylor, for joining me.
My pleasure, Eddie Bunghetti.
It was fun to goof around for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was very fun. Thanks for having me.
I had a good time.
Me too.
I'll let you know when it's out.
Let me know
so you can relive the magic. And
Sweet.
Yeah, don't just watch Kicking the Habit.
No.
Like follow him and subscribe to him.
Yeah,
of course,
and then become my patron and all that jazz.
Yes,
all that good
Me
stuff.
too. Become my Patreon.
Become both of ours Patreon.
Yeah, if you can.
If you can. If you can't, then
don't worry about it.
Just leave. Just do something else.
Being there is more than enough support.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you like Kicking the Habit, he's got a lot more in the pipelines.
Oh yeah, just
we didn't even get into like my favorite songs that I have of yours.
Dude.
Whatever.
Next time.
We'll talk about it later.
All right, sounds good.
All I know is that I want a man with emotional self-control.
Well, keep your fingers crossed. You might have them.
So, with that, thank you everybody for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Needles in the bathroom, gonna let